Yes, I'm back. And right now, I'm talking about melanoid people and why are we always being deceived and finessed by the Democratic Party. Now, I already told you my stance on the whole political process. I think melanoid people need to get up off that and empower ourselves and our own communities, and then maybe we can get into politics. But we are, well, to me, I always told y'all there ain't no such thing as a Democratic, a Republican, a conservative, and a liberal. They're all white supremacists. And but the Democrats, they had just somehow finessed melanoid people to believe that they give a fuck about you and they're gonna do something for you and your community. And I should have been did this story, but I'm gonna just do it since today is the nut ass election day. And articles in the description. It's about those wiki leaked documents that the Russians uh, leaked, government documents showing us and showing the different tactics on how the Democrats uh, treat melanoid people, preferably the Black Lives Matter movement. It says, don't offer support for the concrete policy position of Black Lives Matter protesters. The chief organization charged with electing Democrats to the House of Representatives warned its candidates in the internal memo leaked online. The document was posted online by Guccifer 2.0, a hacker who has claimed to be responsible for the Democratic National Committee email leak. Guccifer claims the document is from the personal computer of House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. A number of cybersecurity firms and Democrats have attributed to the leaks Russia to Russian hackers. Presidential candidates have struggled to respond to the tactics of the Black Lives Matter movement, reads the memo sent by Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee staffer in November. While there has been little engagement with House candidates and campaign staff should be prepared. The document should not be emailed or handled to anyone outside of our building. Please only give campaign staff the best practice in meeting over the phone. Black Lives Matter has become a force during the 2016 election by repeatedly calling on president candidates to address the systematic inequalities faced by Black Americans. The movement has offered police suggestion held demonstrations and interrupted presidential campaign speeches in order to call attention to anti-Black racism. The memo, which describes Black Lives Matter as a radical movement that aims to end anti-Black racism, lists several suggestions for how Democratic congressional candidates should handle and encounter with Black Lives Matter activists. An approach by BML activist campaign staff should offer to meet with the local activists, and the memo reads, invite Black Lives Matter attendees should be limited. Please aim for personal or small group meetings. Listen to their concerns. If it continues, don't offer support for concrete policy positions. See, let's start right there because in the 1970s and 80s, black people were tearing shit up with the riots and shit. There was a lot of rioting. Y'all think there's a lot of rioting going here from these race soldiers killing us, but there was a lot of rioting going on. And they was white supremacists just sitting back like, why the fuck are these niggas going crazy? Fuck, they keep tearing up shit, burning shit, vandalizing shit. And then they realized because we kept promising them shit and we weren't acting on the promise. We was promising them shit and they listened. And when we didn't meet those demands, they tortured. Now they come up with these this benign neglect policy. Like, yeah, listen to them. Go to a go to their churches, sing a coon ass slave, Negro spiritual, pray with them, chitlin buck dance for Roland Martin, saying whipping Nay Nay, do some other coon dances like hit the Dougie, Millie Rock, dab, and that should be good enough. Give them a museum, even though it ain't over. Just give them a Black History museum, because we know Black people love symbolic, petty shit. So just pander to them, but don't actually promise them. This is what they saying. This is basically what they're saying in this article. It's in the description. The memo includes advice on what exactly to say to Black Lives Matter activists, and it recommends avoiding phrases like "all lives matter" and warns not to bring up black on black crime, since the response will garner additional media scrutiny and only anger Black Lives Matter activists. House Democrats were also advised to say that police violence requires a national conversation and acknowledge that a history or systematic racism continues to confront the daily lives of African Americans. See, let's stop again. So I told y'all that shit's a con game with that conversation shit. We just we just need more transparency and more training and conversation with these cops. No, that's bullshit. We need these race soldiers to be identified and prosecuted. It's not a police problem, like I told y'all many times. These race soldiers have infiltrated police departments to harm and kill melanoid people with impunity. You talking about have a conversation with these people? You wouldn't have told a Jew in Nazi Germany, just have a conversation with the neo Nazis. Maybe they just misunderstood you and that's why they're burning you in fucking ovens like pizzas. You wouldn't have told them that. I can't have a conversation with the beast who is trying to destroy me. That makes no sense. Can't I can't change a structure that was designed to eliminate me and my culture and my people. That's impossible. But digressing and continuing more. This is the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee highly respects the value and values the leadership of Black Lives Matter movement. Meredith Kelly, National Press Secretary of the DCCC, said in a statement Wednesday, in less than 2 years, Black Lives Matter has evolved from three words into a political force that is changing and waking our nation. At the DCCC, we highly encourage our candidates to not only embrace the importance of this movement, but to meet with listen to community activists and partner social change. We will not allow this hacking to distract from our common goal, nor despair the Black Lives Matter movement. Kelly went on, we continue to welcome further engaging activists in Black Lives Matter nationwide. There has been a number of policy recommendations for various organization committees to improve Black Lives Matter. Black Lives, including many groups and actors connected to Black Lives Matter. Among these recommendations are police demilitarization and the elimination of police profiling, decriminalization, sex work, and marijuana, funding schools instead of prisons, and pushing for workers' rights. And it says this attempt by the Russia to influence our election has no place in our democracy, which is a lie because it's not a democracy. In addition, leader Pelosi does not have a personal computer at the DCCC, so no hack, dumped, or doctored documents can be attributed to her computer. Drew Hill, spokesman for Pelosi, told HuffPost. In regard to the memo about Black Lives Matter, leader Pelosi does not support the content or attitude of this memo on many occasions, which is a crock of bullshit. Now they're trying to distance themselves from that. We don't agree, even though this is what y'all said and typed and sent a whole bunch of emails to the Democrats, all your Democrat politicians. But now you trying to say we don't stand by that. You wouldn't have wrote it. You wouldn't have sent emails to each other talking about how to lie and not promise anything to melanoid people. Running a con game with these different artists or these rappers and um, actors and shit using these Negroes as token Negroes to get votes. Hillary got Pusha T. I rock with Pusha T, one of my favorite lyricists, but he's being exploited. I ain't gonna. He ain't on the coon train. I ain't gonna put him on the coon, but he is being exploited. Him along with my boy Chance the Rapper, using them for votes. Talking about you get a meet and greet if you vote for me. Talking about Hillary. Just using y'all as token ass Negroes. It's a con game. That's what they do a lot with all these, because they know black people have low self esteem, and we on some monkey see monkey do type shit. So if we see our favorite basketball player, football player, rapper, singer, actor, got the whole cast of Empire. We see them voting for Hillary. Oh, well, they vote for Hillary, so she must not be that bad. You convinced these token Negroes to vote for me and campaign for me. Killer Mike with Bernie Sanders, so we just gonna vote Democrat like we've been doing for the past 50 years and not getting shit out of it. Need to get off this shit, man. Empower yourself. Build an economical base and build up your own fucking candidate. Stop looking for a white mommy, white daddy savior. They're running the same bullshit ass con game on you. And you gonna be looking stupid and upset in 4 to 8 years when we still in the same boat. Still getting executed by race soldiers. Still the last to get hired, but the first to get fired. Still being discriminated against. Subjugated by systematic global white supremacy. But let me know what y'all think about this. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, share the video.